Unstoppable Teams: The 4 Essential Actions of High-Performance Leadership by Alden Mills Book Review. Hello friends. Today I am going to review the book, Unstoppable Teams: The 4 Essential Actions of High-Performance Leadership by Alden Mills. U.S. Navy SEALs and other Special Operations Command warriors work in teams. They don't want any Rambos. The U.S. military's Special Operations Command, composed of legendary units like the SEALs, Green Berets, Rangers and Delta Force troops, has no place for lone wolves like actor Sylvester Stallone's movie character Rambo. In the military world, the idea of a Rambo is a pejorative. It's the team that completes the mission, not some mythical Rambo character. Carefully coordinated teamwork characterizes and defines how Special Operations Command units operate. Many times, they aim for over-the-horizon (OTH) goals, a specialty of the Navy SEALs. Big goals involve the unknown. They call on teams and their leaders to handle something they can't yet see and don't know much about ahead of time. Organizations need committed, unstoppable teams to achieve OTH goals. The members of these teams must have diverse skills and work selflessly to achieve their objectives. Unstoppable teams work in the military, in the corporate world and in other sectors. They often model themselves after special operations units like the SEALs. An unstoppable team is a closely connected group of ordinary people doing extraordinary things under difficult circumstances. The members have different capabilities but share the same goals as well as a commitment to each other. As a team leader, as in all of life, do your best to control what you can. You can control what you think, what you feel, what you do, and how you respond to the events and occurrences in your life. Toward this end, use the focus, feel, and act formula as a team leader. Focus on the issues over which you have control, and make good choices about which actions to take. With focus, you'll drive team behaviors that result in desirable team actions and outcomes. Unstoppable teams are more than just odds and ends collections of individuals thrown together due to proximity or background. Use this proven formula to create a force multiplier that makes your team 10 times more effective than a conventional team because it seizes the 10x advantage. To extend your team's 10x advantage, expand your team building efforts to include a range of constituents and stakeholders. Define your team as broadly as possible. Recruit team members who have complementary capabilities and talents. In Super Friends, a TV cartoon show that ran from 1973 to 1985, superheroes came together to combat archvillains. The superheroes included Superman, The Flash, Wonder Woman, the Wonder Twins, Green Lantern, Cyborg, Aquaman, and Batman and Robin. Each superhero had a special power. Superman could fly, Wonder Woman's special bracelets could stop bullets, Aquaman could operate underwater, and Batman and Robin had crime-fighting inventions. In a typical episode, one superhero would single-handedly battle an arch-criminal and get trapped. The other superheroes would team up to rescue the captive. No single superhero could beat any of the bad guys, who had their own special powers. By working together, the heroes always saved the world. In effect, Super Friends paid homage to teamwork. If you want to grow and scale your business, you must engage all external teammates, not just current customers. To create an unstoppable team, assemble your own special cast with complementary talents and capabilities. Recruit people with 7 specific, unstoppable traits. Competence. Look for team members who have the ability to educate themselves and develop special skills. This has nothing to do with book smarts or SAT scores. It requires being able to absorb new information efficiently and benefit from it quickly. Perspective. Find team members who have a thoughtful understanding of how previous experiences shaped their attitudes, beliefs and behavior. People with a strong perspective exhibit what Stanford psychologist Carol Dweck refers to as a growth mindset. They believe that they can develop new competencies through hard work and effort. Most members of the U.S. military Special Forces units, including Army Green Berets and Navy SEAL teams, demonstrate these traits. Communication. You'll want team members who can explain their ideas, be persuasive, and inform others about their emotions and feelings. This requires the courage to speak honestly, particularly about difficult topics. Drive. Add ambitious team members who have a can-do spirit. Remove negative people who can't rise above mediocrity from your team, because they can infect others and undermine motivation. SEAL trainers banish quitters to the X division before they can bring down their peers. Humility. Find team members who are self-aware, inclusive and respectful. They are good listeners. They speak of we and us, not of themselves. Humble leaders facilitate teamwork. Flexibility. Be sure to integrate team members who are open to new ideas and not set in old habits. They quickly adapt to new circumstances and challenges and will never be complacent. Selflessness. Don't forget to include team members who put others first, a trait that characterizes the attitude of all SEAL team members. The care loop, connect, achieve, respect and empower, is the desired dynamic for unstoppable teams. Members of unstoppable teams care about each other, their joint goals and the tasks that are necessary for achieving those goals. Much can be accomplished by teamwork when no one is concerned about who gets credit. Championship basketball coach John Wooden. 4 actions form the basis of how unstoppable teams behave: connect, achieve, respect and empower. Think of these 4 combined, interdependent acts of caring as the care loop that engenders repeated, self-fueling acts of selflessness. Connect physically, mentally and emotionally with your team members. To win a man to your cause, you must first reach his heart, the great high road to his reason, Abraham Lincoln. To connect with your team members, interweave the 3 C's, which interact with and build on one another in combination. Communication. Some 55% of face-to-face communication takes place without anyone speaking a word. When people do speak, only 7% of how their message is received depends on what they say, while 38% depends on how they say it. So, don't slouch, hunch, drop your shoulders or droop your chin to your chest. Always establish eye contact with your team members. Credibility. You can't lead others effectively if you have a terrible reputation. Fiercely guard your reputation by being reliable, accountable and truthful. Maintain your integrity. Do what you say you will do. Never make excuses. Don't become too attached to your own point of view. Learn from your mistakes. Commitment. Credibility requires consistency. Team members won't trust you if you go one way one day and another the next day. Handle bad news with equanimity. No matter how tough things get, make the commitment to keep moving forward. Basic team goals rest on the 5 A's of achievement: aspire, assume, assess, assure and appreciate. Teams come together to achieve results. The results may be short-term, like putting out a wildfire, or they may take years of effort, for example, planning, designing and building a skyscraper. You can assemble as many individual superstars as you'd like, but they won't become unstoppable unless they believe in each other and in their collective mission. Teamwork rests on the 5 A's of achievement. Aspire. The team leader encourages team members to connect with the group's overall goals and to approach them with confidence. Assume. The leader also makes sure the team gets the facilities, funding and support it needs. Assess. The leader conducts regular performance reviews. Assure. The leader encourages and reminds members of their purpose, progress and perspective, and helps them work through doubts and fears. Appreciate. The leader demonstrates gratitude for good work. To motivate team members, show them consideration and respect. Respect isn't passive, it's active. Teams can't efficiently function without mutual respect, which involves three aspects, the 3 R's. Realize. Respect develops from your position of authority and your concrete actions, which are more important. Recognize. Routinely and publicly make reference to the special capabilities and talents of individual team members. Require. You are required to demonstrate and reciprocate respect with your team members. To empower your team members, enable their ongoing education. For your team members to achieve at their peak, empower them to excel. Offer continuous learning opportunities, so they can become the best they can be. Consider how elite special operations units constantly train their troops. Navy SEALs organize and administer specialized skills classes and training sessions for their highly versatile personnel, including additional sniper training, jump school, and so on. Immediately after completing such training, individual SEALs participate in specialized missions to practice their new skills in the field. The more your team members care for each other, the more effective your team will be. Most people don't think of US Navy SEALs as huggers. But they are big huggers. Most hardened combat soldiers, no matter what their branch of the military, routinely hug each other. US Congressional Medal of Honor recipients will often tell you that they performed their incredible acts of bravery not for love of country, but for the love they felt for their comrades in arms. To be honest, during all my time in the SEALs, I was never interested in dying for my country. I was, however, willing to die for my teammates, and I knew they were willing to die for me. Likewise, few employees willingly make sacrifices for giant, faceless corporations, but many sacrifice willingly for their teammates. Takeaways. US Navy SEALs and other Special Operations Command warriors work in teams. They don't want any Rambos. As a team leader, as in all of life, do your best to control what you can. Recruit team members who have complementary capabilities and talents. The care loop, connect, achieve, respect and empower, is the desired dynamic for unstoppable teams. Connect physically, mentally and emotionally with your team members. Basic team goals rest on the 5 A's of achievement: aspire, assume, assess, assure and appreciate. To motivate team members, show them consideration and respect. To empower your team members, enable their ongoing education. The more your team members care for each other, the more effective your team will be. Please like, share and subscribe our channel for more videos. Thanks for watching.